I'm Amanda from Photographer Hack. I'm just going to start talking because I'll probably share this anyway. I am driving, but I'm hands-free. See, I got a thing, a little doodad. It sticks into the air vent or whatever. I just wanted to blabber on for a little bit. I wanted to get on and talk about engagement. The Instagram, I won't really get into the Instagram algorithm, but I wanted to talk about engagement because lately, many people are like, my engagement stinks, it's going down. And most of the time when I give an opinion about Instagram, it is actually based on my observing my own behavior. And if I'm doing something, I can only assume that other people are doing it too. So I'm about to drop a bomb on y'all, unless you have already figured this out, but nobody's talking about it. What I think is the biggest reason that lately the engagement is a little bit lower, and it's called the mute button. I'm just gonna say it, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not gonna hurt it. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I have been on a muting spree like nobody's business. I have been every time I come across a post in my feed that meh. I mean, did you see the Emoji Movie? And now you say meh all the time. That's me. So anytime I come across a post that I'm just kind of like meh, I press the three little dots, the points of ellipses in the upper right corner. I tap that, and then I tap mute, and then, I'll probably mute your posts and your stories. So if I'm doing that, if I've gone on a mad muting spree, which I have been, and here's why. Let me tell you why I've gone on a muting spree. Instagram says that their algorithm is based on engagement. So theoretically, the accounts, the people that I engage with the most, likes and comments, Instagram theoretically is going to put more of those into my feed. That does not happen. It doesn't happen. I get the weirdest weird stuff in my feed. It's not who I want to see in my feed. It just, this has frustrated me for a long time. And I've said this kind of before, so I'm sorry to say it again, but the algorithm is broken. What they say should happen does not happen, which is why they created the mute button. You wouldn't need a mute button if the algorithm actually worked. And I've tested it, y'all, 6 ways to Sunday. I have literally, this was a while ago. For like a week or two straight, I never went to my feed, like my organic feed. All I would do is search for the people that I liked, and I would engage like mad on their posts, okay? And then I wanted to see, I was testing. I wanted to see, okay, so Instagram, you're saying that if I engage with these people, you're going to show me more of their photos. No, I kept seeing these random accounts. I'm like, who is this? Like, I don't even remember following you. I don't even know. So enter the mute button, and I've been muting, and I'm sorry. And I haven't muted anybody that I love. I've been muting people that I don't know who you are, and I don't want to unfollow you, because here's the thing with unfollowing. Well, I have unfollowed a few people, but anyway, the benefit of muting over unfollowing is that now everybody knows if you unfollow them, and then they all get like hurt, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to unfollow you too, boom, And so I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want any drama. It's better if I just mute you so that I just don't see your posts. And like, maybe if I muted you, then I would see the people in my feed that I actually want to see. And it has started working. I'm definitely seeing that a little bit more. And the reason I would also say that I know that Instagram can do better is for a glorious 2 weeks. Oh, when was that? Maybe February. There was a glorious 2 weeks where I opened up the app one morning, and I'm like, I love this. It was like the algorithm click. That was pathetic. I'm a pathetic snapper. The algorithm worked. It was beautiful. It was like heaven. It was like, this is the way Instagram should be. And it went like that, and I was like, hallelujah. And then, like 2 weeks later, I open up my app, and all this randomness. And I'm like, really? So, I mean, they introduced the mute button a while ago, and I didn't really do anything with it. It's not a new thing. This is not like groundbreaking. The reason that your engagement is down is probably because you've been muted. And I'm really sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. So, okay, so if you've been muted, and I know people are muting me, that's fine. Like, you know, I get it. Like, it's not, I mean, I get it. You want to see who you want to see. And if the algorithm worked, then you wouldn't have to mute people. But then the question is, if you've been muted, how do you overcome that? Like, you know, how do you get people to unmute you, which you can do, or like, so I just wanted to kind of throw out a couple of things. People are like, oh, my engagement's down, so there must be something wrong with hashtags or this, that, and the other. And I gotta be honest with you, and this is coming from me, Amanda Myers. If you know what my account looks like and what my photos look like, y'all, I am not awesome. I'm just not. And that's okay with me. I would say that nobody's gonna mute you if your pictures and your captions are engaging. I think a lot of times people will come to me and they'll be like, why is my engagement down? Why is my engagement down? And I'll look at their account and I'll look at their feed, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but you got to work on your photography. You know, like there's a quote out there. I don't know who to attribute this quote to, but the quote is, be so good they can't ignore you. And if you work on your photography, if you practice, you will get better and better and find your voice and your style and all that great stuff. But that, you just have to get better, number one. I would say, and I've always said, and this is kind of the hub hack thing, is that getting featured on hubs, as long as people aren't muting the hubs, which I wouldn't. I didn't mute any hubs. But if you get featured, like let's say I muted you, and then like a few months go by and just something clicked. That was a good snap. I just heard a little Wisconsin come out there. That was a good snap. But then I see this amazing picture featured on Camera Mama, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Who is that? And then I'm like, wait a second, I'm following this person. Oh, but I muted them. Like, so you can unmute people. You know, you can use stories. They can mute your stories. You know, but just keep working. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with posting pictures that are interesting, and that's not easy. I can't do that. I'm not awesome. But maybe your captions, you know, have an engaging caption, something interesting, something people that, you know, start a discussion. So anyway, I'll keep brainstorming about all of this. But I just wanted to get on and throw that out there. And if you haven't yet used the mute button, you might have a little bit too much fun doing that. But it has been working. I have been seeing more and more posts in my feed organically that are actually the people that I want to see posts from, by just kind of wiping it out. And again, I didn't want to go on an unfollowing spree. You know, that also gets you, you know, it could get your, you know, people talk about shadow bans or all this other stuff, or you know, they'll think you're like a bot or something, and so they like penalize you. So anyway, the mute button. Look at all these awesome people. Hi, Brooke. Brooke, you guys have got to check out. Hey, Brooke, I did a tutorial on how to take your horizontal videos, which I don't even care. Like, when Brooke posts, she's that Rogers family, formerly that pastor wife. When she posts a video of her absolutely insanely adorable kids, and her husband, it's just too much. They're adorable. I don't even mind turning my phone. Like, you're worth the phone turn. I think, yeah, you're worth the phone turn. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Oh my gosh. Hi, Lynette. Wait, both of you and now me. Lynette! I really am gonna let y'all go because I turned 40 and now I can't see anything. But I may have my glasses on. All right, I'm out. If I missed a comment or question, send me a direct message, and I think that's good. All right, bye y'all. Have a good evening.